Maki Morocha. This video is sponsored by Cricut. Today I'm going to show you how to make waterproof stickers. Now let's begin. To make waterproof stickers, you can use a Cricut machine from the Maker or Explore family. To make these stickers, I like to use Cricut printable vinyl. However, you can use the sticker paper of your preference. To make these stickers waterproof, I'll be using these self-adhesive sheets. It's important to mention that you can buy water-resistant paper, but there is nothing like waterproof printable paper. To make waterproof stickers, you need to add a protective layer. I recommend making waterproof stickers when you are making stickers for a product that is exposed to water. I make this label without a protective layer, and as you can see, the ink is smudged. If you want your stickers to be without smudges or smears, make them waterproof. Cricut maximum printing area is 675 by 925 inches, which is equivalent to 1715 by 2349 centimeters. I recommend adding a shape, in this case a square, and modify the dimensions to match the maximum area when making stickers or labels. You'll be using this layer as a guide to where to place your designs. For this project, I'll be using these designs. I make these stickers using images and fonts from Cricut Access. And I made this label in Illustrator, which then I imported into Design Space. Now I'll send it to print and cut. First, I'll hide this layer. Now click on Make It. The lines that you see around the design are the registration marks. Cricut will read them to cut the design. Continue. Now send to printer. Select your printer, the number of copies. Depending on your design, leave the bleeding on or off. Bleeding refers to the printing of the design that goes beyond the final trim edge. I want to see my printer settings, so I'm going to activate this button. Click on Print. Now minimize this window because your printer settings are going to appear behind. Here you can choose the quality of your print and the settings of your preference. Click on Print. I'll be using Cricut printable vinyl. This material can only be used with inkjet printers. This is the front of the paper and this is the backing. Depending on your printer, place the paper in the correct position. For my printer, the backing needs to be facing up. As you can see, the print looks great. I'm using Cricut printable vinyl for these stickers and make them waterproof by applying a self-adhesive sheet. I like this material because it doesn't require a laminator. I'll cut a piece of the adhesive sheet that fit inside the registration marks. To avoid wasting material, I'll cut it this way. Fill the top area, place it on one side. Do not cover the registration marks with the material. Remove the backing, avoid forming any air bubbles. The application is quite easy. If you form some air bubbles for some reason, flip the sheet and use the wither tool to make a tiny hole and remove the air bubbles. It is important not to cover the registration marks with the self-adhesive sheet. If you do it, you may encounter some problems where Cricut cannot read the registration marks. If you are having trouble where Cricut doesn't recognize the registration marks, you can try using some matte Scotch tape over them, which will help Cricut recognize the registration marks. Place the material on the mat. Select the material. I create a new material since the new material is made of printable vinyl and a self-adhesive sheet. The pressure I use for the custom material is 310. To create a new material, go to Browse All Materials. Now click on Material Settings. Here you can see the settings for the material I create. 310 is the cut pressure. The number of cut is set to off, that means 1, and the blade type is the fine point blade. Go to the bottom of the page, and here you will add a new material. Use the settings I mentioned if you are using the same material. If not, I recommend making a couple of test cuts. I have the fine point blade in place and now I'll load the mat. Load the mat and start the job. The first thing Cricut is going to do is read the registration marks. Now I'll start the cutting. I fast forwarded this part of the video. The process to cut these stickers took 1 minute and a half. This is how well they look. I recommend making these waterproof stickers when you want to protect them from water or keep them clean of any marks. I hope you like this video and you find it informative. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section. If you are interested in any of the Cricut machines, I'm going to share the links where you can buy them in the info box below the video. If you live in the US, you can use my discount code. If you are new to my channel and you like what you see, hit the subscription button, tap the notification bell so you get informed every time I release a new video. Don't forget to visit my blog, follow me on my social media, like this video and share with your loved ones. See you soon. Ciao, ciao.